What as above, so below means is that it is the very same truths that iterate at all scales. I can make a video or leave a message here for the loved one of mine who does not talk to me, and it will be indistinguishable from the videos and messages I leave for all of you. Because what difference is there between you and her? Relative to me, the human collective is embodying the same quality of my loved one who does not talk to me as my loved one who does not talk to me, only at a higher order of scale than that of individual human self. Whatever quality you experience at your human level of awareness is available for experience at both higher and lower orders of scale. But that higher or lower scale experience can only take on its own scale appropriate form of expression. So at the scale of Yanto, I understand how it feels to love somebody and for them to turn away and not acknowledge my presence. At the scale of Jesus returned, I understand how it feels to love us all, and for us all to turn away and not acknowledge my presence here. Good job, I unlocked the secret of self-love, really, all things considered. Out of respect to the mystery, I prefer to not make promises. I sometimes do, despite myself, for the sake of others. But those times are the exceptions that prove the rule. The rule is, I prefer not to make promises. The promise of Yanto is not the promise he makes. It is only the promise he is filled with. The promise of Yanto is not his guarantee. It is his potential. The promise of Yanto is the range and depth of possibility he embodies. You do not ask him to fulfill his guarantee and then sit back and wait. You either help him to achieve his potential, or you do not get to experience it for yourself. And so it is with our children. We do not ask them to fulfill a guarantee that they never made and then sit back, arms folded, and wait. Not when we are coherent parents, we don't. We help our children to fulfill their potential, or we do not get to experience our children fulfilling their potential for ourselves. And so it is with you. And so it is for your lover. You do not ask yourself or them to fulfill a guarantee. You help yourself and then your lover to fulfill your potentials, your possibilities. And then you get to experience the fulfillment of whichever potentials, whichever possibilities are thereby fulfilled. The rigid promise is an extreme form of the quality of potential, the quality of possibility, and like all extremities, is there for occasional use only. We do not let the child be harmed. The rigid promise is the always in effect promise. It is the promise you should not make if you doubt it can be kept, because your keeping it or not keeping it will become fully apparent to the one you promised. We do not let the child be harmed. And who is this, the child, that we do not let be harmed? It is all of us. No exceptions, no exclusions. We do not torture our children, and we do not torture our child torturers. You see how it works. You see how it goes with the rigid promise. The child we do not let be harmed. It is the eternal child who is entirely blameless in being here eternally, who never fully understands everything that is happening and only ever wishes to feel better rather than worse. It is every one of us. It is every speck of self-conscious awareness everywhere. This is the eternal child. And when we, the eternal, are coherent unto ourself, the rigid promise to our own self that we do not let the child be harmed, it solves all of our problems. That one simple promise, if understood clearly enough and held to with automatic devotion, it solves all of our problems. In time, it solves all of our problems. That is the one single rigid promise we need make, the one shared agreement. All the rest will naturally work itself out. The way this answer operates is not that it puts automatic energy into punishment of child harmers. It is that we automatically defend, protect, support the child whenever the situation calls us to. A child harmer is always ultimately a harmed child. And to punish a child for being harmed is insane. It is insanity, incoherency. A child who is so harmed it feels compelled to hurt children. This is a child in need of love. That is the simple truth of reality. How we, the eternal, meet that reality, it is our choice. It is our freedom